This video opens with a loud shout. "Get out of my way," our MC declares, facing this colossal serpent alone. "I've got enough on my plate," he mutters, steeling himself completely. Suddenly, immense power surges as his third core finally releases fully. Raw energy erupts violently, transforming our badass MC's entire battle stance instantly. This regressed, mercenary taps into forbidden strength that few ever access. The massive creature recoils slightly, sensing genuine danger for the first time. Blade meets scale as devastating power clashes against ancient resistance. Every strike carries weight far beyond typical mortal capability now. The battlefield trembles as this titanic confrontation reaches terrifying new heights. Our MC's expression hardens, fully committed to this desperate, calculated gamble. There are certain battles that cannot be avoided. He reflects internally, grimly. He knows exactly what sacrifice this impossible moment demands of him. No matter how slim the odds of victory truly are, responsibility remains. No matter how low the odds of winning may be, responsibility remains. This regressed mercenary carries the weight of everyone's survival now. Now is the time. He thinks, gathering every ounce of resolve. He must fulfill all that crushing responsibility, whatever the cost demands. Our badass MC channels this determination into devastating, focused offensive strikes. The massive blood python thrashes violently, refusing to yield ground easily. Despite everything thrown at it, this ancient horror remains standing strong. Scales deflect blow after blow as the battle grinds on relentlessly. Our MC realizes conventional tactics simply won't be enough here. This creature demands something far beyond ordinary strength and skill alone. Sweat and blood mix as the confrontation stretches into exhausting territory. Every second spent fighting drains precious mana reserves dangerously fast. The stakes couldn't be higher as this desperate struggle continues onward relentlessly, testing every limit this regressed mercenary possesses. It seems too risky to keep my third core released too long. At this rate, I'll run out of mana before killing this thing. "Young master," Belinda shouts, rushing toward our wounded MC. "Are you hurt?" Concern floods every worried face. "You need to get his safety. We'll hold this off. Get out of here, all of you," our MC commands firmly. "Pardon," comes the shocked response from his loyal mercenaries. What did he just say?" Confusion mixes with genuine concern. "I may be strong, but against something this big, I can't guarantee everyone's safety. I can't risk losing you all here," he explains, voice steady. "But what about you?" Belinda demands, refusing to accept this sacrifice. "I'll hold off that monster," he declares, utterly committed to protecting them. Everything he's achieved has been miracle after miracle, they realize. So why does he keep risking everything for people beneath him? Rather than fleeing, his mercenaries stand firm, refusing to abandon him. "Allow us to fight with you," they declare, unified and utterly resolute. "We've never had an employer like you," someone shouts with genuine admiration. "You've saved us countless times." Gratitude mixes with fierce loyalty now. Kayer jokes nervously. "All that treasure is ours if we kill this snake. I would never leave you behind, young master," Jillian declares fiercely. "I will create an opening by distracting the beast myself," Jillian vows. Jillian, our MC, whispers, moved by this unwavering, selfless devotion. "Just as we trusted you, please trust us too," our MC. This regressed mercenary realizes his team has become genuinely unbreakable now. "It is much larger than any foe we have faced," Jillian warns everyone. "This battle demands everything they have together as one unified force, bound by trust forged through countless brutal trials. It spews deadly poison, and its solid, red scales deflect even mana-infused attacks. If it manages to attack you even once, you will certainly die. Young Master. Fear grips everyone as the danger becomes crystal clear. But its right eye is crushed, and it has a gaping wound. Which are now its weak points, Jillian reveals, sharp and calculated. This crucial intel, gathered from earlier exchanges, becomes their only real advantage. Together, they become true monster forest reclaimers, earning that title through blood. Yes, my lord, comes the unified, determined response from every fighter. Weapons rise as the team coordinates their assault around these exposed weaknesses. Every mercenary understands their role within this desperate, calculated final push. Precision now matters more than raw strength against this ancient horror. This regressed mercenary's leadership has transformed fear into focused, lethal determination. The team moves as one, exploiting every advantage they've painstakingly discovered. Just because I know the future, that doesn't mean everything goes as expected. Our MC's internal monologue reveals genuine uncertainty despite his regressed knowledge. However, he continues, resolve hardening despite these unpredictable circumstances. If I don't make a move, many people will die, he realizes grimly. I won't let that happen, our badass MC declares, utterly unwavering now. Because only I know about the future of the territory, he shouts. This burden weighs heavily, yet he refuses to let it break him. Every decision carries consequences far beyond this single, desperate battlefield moment. The fight intensifies as he pushes toward the creature's exposed weak points. Young Master, his mercenaries shout, watching him fight with terrifying, focused intensity. Blade strikes true, finally landing devastating blows against vulnerable, exposed flesh. This regressed mercenary channels every ounce of knowledge and skill combined. Victory feels tantalizingly close as the tide finally begins shifting decisively. The climactic final assault begins as our MC unleashes everything he has. Steel and fury converge as the blood python's resistance crumbles. I'm a future of House Perdium, our badass MC roars triumphantly. This declaration marks the decisive end to this confrontation. The massive serpent finally falls, defeated by sheer will and skill. Suddenly, the scene shifts entirely toward distant, politically charged Perdium Castle. Tension brews as officials react furiously to unauthorized, reckless decisions made. I cannot believe he went into the monster forest against orders. Settle down, Albert, someone urges, though concern remains evident. He has always been headstrong and self-centered. They discuss his character. Perhaps growing up without his father shaped this reckless independence. It's too late to make a fuss now, someone notes practically. 2 weeks have already passed since he entered that dangerous forest. If Scovin hadn't made those false reports, we could have stopped him. I don't understand why Scovin helped him. He could lose his knighthood. Officials grow increasingly furious, discussing severe consequences for this defiance. We cannot let the young master get away with this, my lord. We must do something before he gets himself in bigger trouble. Tension escalates as calls for punishment grow louder and urgent. We must imprison him as soon as he returns and punish him. The political fallout from this unauthorized expedition threatens serious, lasting consequences. Meanwhile, our MC remains completely unaware of the storm brewing back home. Suddenly, urgent news interrupts this heated political discussion entirely without warning. You must come outside and see this right away, someone shouts urgently. What is it, Randolph? Comes the confused, startled response from officials. Young Master has returned. The announcement echoes dramatically across the castle grounds. Every plan for punishment suddenly hangs in uncertain, dramatic suspension now. Our MC finally returns home, facing his father's stern, imposing presence directly. I have returned, father, he announces, standing firm despite obvious exhaustion. His father asked, I do not recall granting permission to reclaim the monster forest. I apologize. It had to be done. Our MC responds calmly. It had to be done, you say? His father demands, clearly skeptical. Was it really necessary to defy your father's direct orders? Entering that forbidden forest counts as an extremely serious criminal offense. You could have lured monsters straight into our vulnerable territory, someone shouts furiously. But as you can see, I survived and nothing attacked us. How dare you talk back to us? A council member erupts angrily. Do you think this is a laughing matter, young master? Yes, nothing happened, so let's say we let that slide. However, doubt lingers ominously as someone hesitates, sensing something far more troubling remains unaddressed entirely. I don't think you have an excuse for this. Someone continues gravely. This is from Count Leopold. Dread fills the room instantly. I had a bad feeling when you visited Leopold territory unannounced. But to think you'd threaten Lady Amelia to steal 20,000 gold. Count Leopold, enraged, cut off all support to their territory. He's also broken off our MC's political engagement, devastating consequences unfolding. This is serious enough to affect our territory, someone warns. Meanwhile, our MC privately suspects Amelia manipulated the Count's greed. This regressed mercenary realizes she's allied with her nemesis. His knowledge of her weaknesses has suddenly become useless now. Just as I suspected, time is not on my side, he thinks. Do you have nothing to say, young master? The council demands. About the gold you took, that could have funded the knights. I've used it all, our MC states simply, on reclaiming the monster forest. So you burned all that money on a forest of monsters? I apologize. I have no excuses for the Leopold situation, he admits. You bastard! Someone erupts, furious at this revelation. What kind of successor ruins his territory's future? Chaos erupts. You are no longer our young master, but a criminal, someone declares. Take him up and throw him and the guards move forward. I will give you the funding you need from now on, MC interrupts, including the 20,000 gold. What are you saying? Confusion silences the room. Belinda, our MC calls out, signaling something crucial happening. If I didn't have a good reason to enter that forest, I wouldn't have started this. Precious cargo arrives, revealing something stunning to everyone. These are top-quality runestones, he declares, dropping this bombshell. Our runestones? Gasps ripple through the shocked crowd. Where did you get something so precious? Mine from the forest. If these are runestones, they'd be valuable, but not enough to fund everything. Of course not, our MC replies, revealing there's more. Carts overflow with treasure as the full scale becomes clear. This cart is full already. Don't damage the runestones, someone shouts. They got this much in 2 weeks? Officials stare, disbelieving. Am I seeing things, Homern? One gasps at this wealth. Is all of this from one expedition, Belinda? Someone asks. Yes, my lord. Young master led us every step of the way. Diricent skin, blood python trophies, runestones fill every wagon. These are only a small part of what we mined. The reason I wanted to reclaim that forest was to contribute. Naturally, proceeds will fund House Perdium directly. And my lord, someone gasps, realizing this changes everything. This would cover our expenses without external support. Officials calculate. You are amazing, someone praises, astonished by this outcome. Please let us know if you need anything. I do have a few conditions. See conditions? The room reacts, stunned by his leverage. First, release Scovan and Ricardo. They were simply following orders. Second, the monster forest must remain forbidden to regular citizens. If word spreads about what's inside, it may lead to casualties. That sounds reasonable. And lastly, I'll manage defenses myself. You mean you want your own private army? Someone gasps. Never. Who knows what you might get up to? You're asking forgiveness while demanding total freedom now. Calm down, Lord Albert. These are simply my conditions as sponsor. Please say something, my lord. He's trying to control everything. Meanwhile, back at camp. Welcome back, we're just about finished. Good work, all of you. Our MC praises, surveying the loading. We're almost done loading all the runestone we mined. What should we do with the blood python remains? Dismantle it soon, separate poison, blood, meat, and skin before it rots. Yes, sir, comes the immediate disciplined response from workers. Randolph. Yes, my lord. Someone answers, attentive and ready. The mercenaries are impressive, but I don't understand how he convinced them. It seems you already have your own elite troop, someone observes. Mercenaries are difficult to handle, but they follow you without complaint. You must have put quite a lot of effort into achieving this. Without their help, this expedition would not have succeeded. Let us head back. Our MC decides, exhaustion finally catching up. I will let it slide this time, his father states firmly. But disobey my orders again, and you'll face real consequences. Thank you, Father, our MC replies, genuine gratitude in his voice. One day, you will succeed me and inherit this territory. It seems there is a northern wolf inside you after all. The title for House Perdium's patriarch means protecting Lithuania's border. His father has always been a lone wolf, he reflects, building an army despite the territory's constant poverty and hardship. He spent his life defending that never-ending, brutal frontier. His mother, Selena, understood this burden deeply. Indeed, her tragic death received no recognition from anyone. This regressed mercenary carries trauma few could understand. Phew. Now we can rest, someone sighs relieved. Will we be returning to the castle as well, young master? No, not yet. Make preparations to set out immediately. You're not going to rest? You're still recovering from overexertion. It's a miracle you survived being swallowed by that snake. Belinda, our MC calls, already planning his next move. I'll leave it to you, he states, trusting her completely. Rumors about our runestones will soon spread far and wide, and they'll reach the ears of our enemies, he warns. We must strengthen our forces as quickly as possible now, our MC decides. This regressed mercenary understands that wealth without protection invites disaster. Powerful enemies will inevitably circle once they learn of this. So no one will dare to attack us, he declares, resolute. Every decision from this point forward carries calculated, strategic weight. Our badass MC refuses to let this victory become vulnerable. This territory's future now depends entirely on staying one step ahead. Political enemies, greedy rivals, and hidden threats all circle ominously nearby. Yet our MC remains utterly unshaken, already 3 moves ahead mentally. His regressed knowledge continues proving invaluable, anticipating threats before they materialize. The road ahead promises even greater challenges than everything faced before. Then MC falls down, suddenly surprising everyone. Our MC's transformation from reckless mercenary to calculated leader continues evolving. A hidden villain council stirs, plotting something dark and dangerous. Shadowy nobles gather, discussing a secret, calculated new scheme. News arrives that part of the monster forest been reclaimed. A voice snarls the order. Eliminate House Perdium completely now. Another declares the long-awaited moment has finally arrived. They realize the Duke has already chosen a replacement lord. Someone asks how many spies still remain inside Perdium. Only 2 vassals and 1 knight remain embedded there. They're ordered toward Dygald territory to stage a frame-up. A dead Dygald lord found in Perdium land justifies open war. Victor is chosen to lead this dangerous new mission. Shock ripples through the room. Desmond's strongest weapon, deployed so soon. Someone blames Frank for failing to collapse House Perdium sooner. Another questions revealing their secret weapon this early. The Duke's sudden interest, they learn, traces back to the monster forest itself. All these decisions, they're reminded, are the Duke's absolute will. No one dares harbor doubt, whatever orders come down. The council braces itself, preparing fully for open war. Suddenly, Count Desmond himself questions who else knows the situation. Tension lingers as this dangerous secret spreads carefully among allies. Meanwhile, our regressed MC's name surfaces in a furious rival's rant. Amelia seethes over Cecil's newfound wealth completely. She curses that Cecil acquired a runestone vein using stolen gold. Despite hired killers failing and funding sabotage completely, Cecil still succeeded anyway. She admits feeling made into an utter, humiliating fool. A calm man calls this outburst very unlike her at all. She agrees her own emotions briefly got the better of her. Still, she reminds him firmly, they can't turn back time now. Burnaf begs her for orders, declaring himself fully ready to act. She orders him to proceed, fully committing to their plan. House Perdium, now armed with runestones, will soon recover financially. She notes they haven't managed to sell the runestones yet. That timing gap, she realizes, gives them a crucial opportunity. Since news just reached them, it's barely been 2 days. That's nowhere near enough time to establish proper distribution. This, she declares confidently, is their perfect window to strike. Obviously, she knows exactly where Cecil intends to sell them. She plans to intercept the shipment before any sale happens. The destination, she reveals, is the Crimson Mage Tower up north. Archmage Delmud rules this greatest mage tower in the region. Runestones remain essential for research, drawing every tower's interest. She orders the Wildcats to ambush the main transport routes. They'll target the workers, not Cecil himself, stopping shipment cold. Meanwhile, they'll secure the valuable runestones entirely for themselves. They briefly weigh an alternative, the Red Flame Mage Tower elsewhere. But that rival tower has declined sharply since losing its top status. Cecil, obsessed with profit, will surely choose the better-paying Crimson Tower instead. This time, the villain vows to take absolutely everything Cecil owns. His target is confirmed once more. Cecil Perdium himself, completely. Meanwhile, a wildly different scene unfolds through strange, stylized narration. A massive predator prepares to devour its unsuspecting prey completely whole. Deadly venom burns within its core, deployed to prevent escape. This lethal poison makes digestion far easier for the beast. Even legendary giants reportedly die during this brutal digestive stage. Consciousness fades fast once the poison spreads through the body. Every precious second matters during this terrifying, deadly ordeal. The prey can't avoid absorbing poison straight into its very bones. Poison floods the body, seemingly paralyzing everything completely in place. Suddenly, Poison surges through our MC's body, threatening total collapse. But a vigorous mana force awakens deep within his very core. That extraordinary mana instantly begins neutralizing the deadly toxin completely. Even supposed superhumans rarely possess mana capable of this feat. This incredible ability marks our regressed MC as truly exceptional here. The abstract sequence continues, illustrating this intense, internal, life-threatening battle. Eventually, calm returns as our MC regains full consciousness afterward. He wakes up feeling surprisingly great despite everything he just endured. Confused, he wonders where he is, remembering being forgiven by his father. Then his memory abruptly cuts off, leaving huge, unanswered questions. Someone rushes in, announcing excitedly that Cecil has finally woken up. He learns he'd been unconscious for 2 entire, worrying days straight. He'd left without warning, then suddenly collapsed upon returning home. A familiar voice warmly welcomes him back by name, relieved completely. Elena shouts excitedly, calling Belinda over. Cecil just woke up. He'd been unconscious for exactly 2 full days. Our MC explains he burst straight out of a blood python's body. He'd pushed onward with only minimal treatment from Belinda. He admits wanting to hold on until selling the runestones first. But his young body simply proved too weak for that. Still, considering how hard he pushed himself, he feels genuinely fine. He's surprised 2 days of rest fully healed those wounds. His recovery rate, he realizes, has drastically improved somehow. His mana capacity has noticeably increased as well. Even his mana attribute itself seems to have shifted completely. He wonders if the python's energy merged into his mana. This happened while neutralizing all that lethal poison inside him. Even in his past life, he never knew this method existed. Risking his life this way ultimately proved completely worth it. He resolves to test this dangerous strategy further, growing stronger. First, he needs to sell those runestones as quickly as possible. 2 days have passed, meaning rivals may already know about his prize. He plans to assemble his loyal mercenaries immediately for transport. Belinda enters without knocking, their bond clearly close and informal. Another voice explains he'd been poisoned jumping into the python's mouth. They ask him gently if he's truly feeling better now. He reassures them casually. As you can see, yes. They admit how deeply worried everyone was during his collapse. They press him again, demanding he confirm he's truly all right. Suddenly, the tone shifts, his father stating seriously, "We need to talk." Tension builds as this unexpected conversation begins immediately. Finally, they reveal they have an important favor to ask him. Our badass MC pauses, intrigued, echoing back, "A favor?" Our regressed MC reflects quietly, alone with his father, something completely unprecedented. In his past life, he actively avoided his father entirely, dodging every scolding. His father apologizes for summoning him so soon after waking up. Our MC brushes it off, feeling fine after 2 full days of rest. He asks directly what favor his father actually wanted from him. Someone explains their father struggles badly at expressing his true feelings honestly. He insists on being a pillar for his people above everything else. He puts everyone before himself, rarely admitting how he genuinely feels inside. Except once, when he confessed something important, laughing about it afterward warmly. She asks for patience and genuine understanding toward his awkward, guarded nature. Even if he can't express himself smoothly, his intentions remain genuinely good. Then comes the sudden command, "Take up your sword," shifting into training mode. She asks him to be genuinely understanding, even if words fail him completely. Training begins immediately as our regressed MC finally takes up his sword. This marks his father's own signature swordsmanship style being passed down carefully. The technique was forged specifically to quell fierce barbarians from the distant north. Then it transforms into gentleness, meant purely to protect everyone and everything precious. Our badass MC struggles hard under the sheer, crushing weight of this legendary blade. He grips it tightly, determined to master his father's demanding technique fully. Sweat drips as father and son train together in focused, meaningful silence. Every strike carries generations of hard-earned wisdom and battlefield experience. This intense sparring session marks a genuine turning point in their relationship. Our MC pushes through exhaustion, refusing to disappoint his father now. The training hall echoes loudly with clashing steel and quiet determination. Our MC struggles openly, admitting the massive blade feels incredibly heavy. He grips his father's legendary sword, feeling its true, immense weight. This weapon embodies his father's personal philosophy, raw strength forged specifically for battle. His father demonstrates the sword's brutal power against imaginary northern barbarians directly. The lesson continues on, revealing deeper layers of this ancestral combat technique. Our regressed MC studies every single movement carefully, absorbing decades of hard-earned experience. This isn't just simple training, it's a legacy being passed down directly. Each powerful swing carries the full weight of Perdium's proud, storied history. Our badass MC pushes his limits hard, refusing to fall behind now. The bond between father and son visibly deepens with every single exchange. Sweat and fierce determination fill the entire training hall, exchange after exchange. This unprecedented, quiet moment reshapes how our MC views his own father entirely. His father notes he's improved quite a bit already, sounding genuinely impressed. He suggests loosening the tight pressure our MC applies when swords cross opponents. He acknowledges our MC already possesses power and speed for giant monsters, but warns his current moves may be far too easy to read. Our regressed MC admits he simply relies on instinct and experience alone. He realizes this might actually be his very first real training session ever. His father's technique blends genuine combat experience with pure natural instinct combined. Our MC confesses he may have overlooked fundamentals, never learning traditionally at all. His father patiently recognizes these gaps and carefully points them all out. Our MC quietly reflects that receiving this guidance isn't so bad after all. Our badass MC finds himself genuinely enjoying this unexpected mentorship experience fully. He sincerely thanks his father for finally taking the time to teach him properly. Suddenly, his father reveals the training's true purpose. He meant to scold him. Our MC reacts with genuine confusion, questioning pardon, completely caught off guard. His father acknowledges his achievements, but firmly states he broke important rules. If everyone ignored rules just because results justify everything, chaos would follow. But his father admits something important. Our MC has genuinely changed lately. Rather than causing trouble chasing results, he seems aimed at something deeper. His father encourages him to continue along this admirable, honorable path forward. Always think of House Perdium and everyone around him, he insists firmly. He must fulfill his responsibilities as the family's rightful successor completely. Our regressed MC absorbs this weighty responsibility, reflecting on his father's genuine words. MC suddenly remembers his father still hasn't actually stated his real favor yet. He gently reminds his father he never explained what he actually wanted. After all that emotional build-up, Our MC's father finally asks a hilariously simple question. Can I borrow some money? Completely deflating the serious mood instantly. The scene shifts to just outside the sprawling, dangerous monster forest itself. Someone warmly greets everyone, hoping they've all been doing genuinely well recently. They comment on someone's healthy glow, asking if they're feeling much better now. Someone apologizes sincerely for keeping the whole group waiting so long today. Our MC asks Jillian directly how Rachel has been recovering lately. Jillian admits he never thought he'd see her walk again someday. He thanks our regressed MC sincerely, crediting him entirely for her full recovery. Our badass MC then quietly gathers Belinda, Jillian, and Kayer together privately. He tells them seriously he has something very important to reveal right now. He drops the bombshell. The entire Perdium territory is in grave danger. He explains everything about Elena's near assassination in full, shocking detail. He reveals how enemies planned killing her to justify starting a war. Thankfully, our regressed MC managed to stop that vicious plot in time. They discover House Dygald's young lord's corpse, plus other forces targeting Perdium. Someone realizes with dread that a spy has infiltrated their household completely. It must be someone who's been embedded here for a very long time. Right now, they lack both the time and funds to prepare properly. Someone jokes darkly that finding runestones was supposed to mean rest. Instead, first the monster forest, now an entire war looms ahead. House Perdium, they realize, is now the perfect target for enemies. Weak defenses combined with newfound wealth paint a massive target directly. Someone insists they must inform their vassals and Count Perdium immediately. But our MC refuses, insisting it's simply not the right time yet. Even Elena's own guard knights betrayed them, proving nobody's fully trustworthy. There could easily be a spy hiding among their own vassals, too. Right now, they have no way of knowing who's friend or foe. It's best, our MC insists, to keep this dangerous secret among themselves. They bought time since Elena survived and enemy plans failed completely. But now that the runestone vein's been discovered, enemies won't wait longer. A brutal, difficult battle is undoubtedly coming their way very soon. His loyal companions rally instantly, declaring themselves fully at his service. Being by his side, they admit, is always genuinely entertaining regardless. Jillian pledges his life completely, vowing to stand by him until the end. Belinda confidently declares nobody could protect him better than she can. Our MC identifies their true enemy clearly, the powerful Duke Delphine himself, alongside Count Desmond and every soldier serving directly under his command. Our MC declares firmly he won't let them have their way easily. Surprisingly, they head toward the declining Red Flame Mage Tower instead. Someone excitedly anticipates finally cashing in on those valuable runestones. Another questions why not Crimson Tower, since it pays better and sits closer. Our MC explains choosing Red Flame means avoiding unnecessary conflict entirely. They reason moving valuable goods always attracts unwelcome, dangerous attention regardless. Someone suspects another ambush might be waiting, just like before previously. Narration reveals Crimson Tower's Archmage status makes it clearly more profitable. Red Flame Tower simply can't reclaim its former glorious reputation anymore. But our regressed MC reveals the real reason. Because of her specifically, the scene shifts dramatically to the Red Flame Mage Tower itself. A mysterious figure addresses someone called Master Lonato with quiet desperation. She asks how much longer she must wait for Promised Light to finally arrive. Our regressed MC's group finally arrives at the massive Red Flame Mage Tower. They marvel openly, comparing its grandeur to their humble Perdium territory. Someone admits never expecting to actually visit this legendary place themselves. They watch mages crafting magic scrolls, completely fascinated by the process. Some mages use magic to vanish instantly, clearly unhappy seeing these visitors arrive. Someone jokes about acting like country bumpkins, gawking at everything nervously. Even declining, mage towers remain undeniably impressive compared to anything back home. The wealthy Brivant territory itself is known for incredible affluence regionally. Narration hints nobody expected this tower's glory days to collapse so suddenly. Up close, the tower proves even more disgustingly massive than expected. It took considerable time just reaching these towering, imposing front gates. Strangely, absolutely no guards are visible anywhere near the entrance today. Only scattered pieces of abandoned armor litter the ground suspiciously. Suddenly, someone shouts a sharp warning, "Stay back," catching everyone off guard. Animated suits of armor spring to life, controlled entirely by magic. These enchanted guardians move like puppets, blocking their path forward completely. Our MC's group watches, genuinely impressed despite themselves by this display. A tower mage announces coldly, "The mage tower isn't open to anyone." Our MC steps forward, confidently declaring his identity as Lord Cecil Perdium. He demands they summon whoever handles trading at this tower. The staff scoffs, flatly refusing, stating we're not buying immediately. Our badass MC insists they haven't even seen what he brought. The guards mock house Perdium as some rundown northern backwater territory. They assume it only offers low-level monster parts and cheap potions. Calling our MC's group riffraff, they order them to leave immediately. Furious mercenaries demand the guards come down and face them directly now. A guard demands sharply to know exactly who they truly are. Our MC's group watches these armored puppets moving with eerie, unsettling precision. The guards refuse coming down, unsurprising behavior expected from any mage tower. Our MC calmly reasserts his identity as Lord Cecil Perdium once more. He asks if they're truly willing to miss out on this valuable deal. He hints that any competent mage would surely recognize what he's actually offering. Tension builds as the standoff continues between both stubborn, prideful groups completely. Our badass MC remains completely calm amid all this open hostility. He knows exactly what card he's about to play here confidently. The guards still refuse, confident in their tower's superior reputation and status. Our regressed MC prepares to reveal something that will change absolutely everything instantly. He signals his men to bring forward solid proof of their valuable goods. Suddenly, the guards freeze in complete shock, stammering our runestone in disbelief. They panic, realizing every single cart might be filled entirely with them. Moments ago dismissive, they're now stunned into complete, awkward silence instantly. The tower staff scrambles, humiliated by their earlier arrogant, dismissive behavior completely. They desperately apologize for their incredibly rude reception moments earlier. A polite mage introduces himself as Sylvain, in charge of trading here. He eagerly offers assistance, completely reversing his colleague's hostile attitude instantly. Our MC states, plainly, they brought a substantial amount of runestones. He demands to meet the tower's actual head for proper negotiations. Someone stammers nervously, repeating to the head of the mage tower. Staff scramble to send word immediately, begging our MC's group to wait. They're quickly escorted toward the reception room for further discussion. One guard mutters bitterly about being insulted regarding their humble territory earlier. Meanwhile, strange commotion echoes elsewhere within the tower. catching someone's attention. Someone asks nervously, "What's going on?" Hearing unusual noise nearby. A staff member brushes it off, casually, blaming noisy magic experiments happening regularly. Elsewhere, a bully mage named Alfoy harshly confronts a struggling young apprentice girl. He mocks her cruelly, questioning why someone unable to even do magic dares occupying laboratory space. Alfoy identifies himself proudly as Third Circle Master and Tower Successor. He demands she be grateful just for having somewhere to sleep. She protests weakly, insisting she has rights to use the laboratory too. Alfoy mockingly agrees to consider her a real mage, testing her cruelly. He challenges her to properly block basic offensive magic using shielding. Confidently taunting her, he dares her to just block this attack directly. Without warning, he casts dangerous circle magic, unleashing a vicious fire sling spell. The dangerous fire spell rockets straight toward the terrified, defenseless apprentice girl. Meanwhile, our MC's group grows increasingly curious about that mysterious commotion nearby. They ask directly what exactly counts as an experiment around here. Elsewhere, inside the tower head's office, dire financial troubles are discussed urgently. Elders panic, realizing they're almost completely out of valuable runestones now. We meet Hubert, the actual head of the Red Flame Mage Tower himself. Elders murmur nervously, fearing rival Crimson Tower will widen the gap further. They furiously blame Hubert for never securing enough runestones ahead of time. Instead, he's been buying luxury goods, using nobles as a flimsy excuse. Crimson Tower's head, they note, has already achieved 7th Circle Mastery. Hubert curses bitterly, desperate to reach 7th Circle himself somehow. Without more runestones, they won't even practice magic properly anymore. He rages, questioning how pathetic Delmud outpaced him so quickly. He assumes Delmud must be secretly buying up all available runestones somewhere. Someone questions why they're so heavily reliant on these frustrating rocks anyway. Suddenly, a messenger bursts in urgently, shouting, "Master Hubert, I have urgent news." Hubert snaps furiously, demanding how dare they interrupt an important meeting like this. The flustered messenger apologizes, insisting Hubert needs to see something downstairs immediately. Confused, Hubert follows, completely unaware of what's actually waiting for him below. Downstairs, everyone gasps at the sight, an absolutely massive amount of runestones. This staggering discovery arrives at the perfect, almost unbelievable moment for Hubert. Back at the confrontation, chaos suddenly erupts within the research laboratory itself. The fire spell closes in dangerously, threatening the helpless young apprentice completely. Tension peaks as this dangerous, unresolved magical showdown reaches its terrifying climax. Everything builds toward an explosive collision between multiple storylines happening simultaneously. Just as the deadly flames close in, our regressed MC suddenly intervenes decisively. He cuts clean through the raging fire spell using nothing but his blade. Mages watch in absolute shock, stammering, "He cut through the flames?" Stunned onlookers demand answers, shouting, "Who the hell is this guy?" Our MC's own furious men shout, "How dare you attack Lord Cecil?" Confusion erupts among tower staff, panicking, "Who are you people?" Amid this escalating chaos, Hubert arrives, having just seen those runestones downstairs himself. He immediately demands everyone stop this dangerous confrontation at once, decisively. Our badass MC stands protectively between Alfoy and the terrified apprentice girl. This explosive moment collides both storylines into one dramatic, unforgettable confrontation. Nobody yet knows how this powerful stranger will change everything here completely. The tower's entire fate and this mysterious girl's uncertain future hang precariously in balance now. An older mage rushes in, panicking. "Alfoy, my boy, what happened here?" Alfoy lies instantly, framing our MC's group as violent, unprovoked intruders. He claims he was merely protecting Vanessa from wandering into the laboratory. He insists he was simply looking out for her, since she can't use magic. Someone mocks him for crying like a little girl. Embarrassed, Alfoy insists, "I'm a man, all right?" Completely flustered. He admits he just wanted to use the research laboratory himself. Our regressed MC studies the bullied apprentice girl, thinking quietly, "I knew it, it's her." This hints at some deeper connection from his past life. He reflects silently on seeing her this way, young and vulnerable. The furious tower master storms in, demanding answers about this violent intrusion. He threatens fiercely, vowing to blow our MC's group into smithereens. Our badass MC calmly steps forward, apologizing for not introducing himself sooner. The tower master threatens furiously, "I'll blow you into smithereens," completely enraged. One of Cecil's men nervously asks, "What should we do, young master?" He worries this confrontation might be genuinely dangerous for everyone involved. Our MC calmly apologizes for not introducing himself sooner to the tower master. He formally announces himself, Cecil Perdium, successor of House Perdium entirely. He states plainly he's here specifically to sell valuable runestones today. Shock ripples through the room. Someone stammering, "Our runestones?" "You." His men have already placed the wares directly in the courtyard outside. He politely invites the tower master to take a look himself. Astonishment follows as they discover roughly 10 wagons full of runestones. The tower master stands frozen, utterly speechless at this incredible sight. Elders murmur excitedly. The heavens must have blessed us with this opportunity. They celebrate, believing they'll finally crush their rivals at Crimson Mage Tower. Suddenly, someone tries lowballing, muttering, "Ahem, this isn't very much." Dismissively, they claim the quality doesn't look very good either, insulting the goods openly. A furious mercenary snaps back, reminding them they nearly died gathering these. Vanessa timidly points out this is genuinely a tremendous amount of runestones. She's brutally silenced. "Shut up. What would you know? Get back inside, useless girl." Someone bitterly curses that Lonado for leaving behind this annoying pain. They demand she learn her place since she has nothing valuable to offer. Another elder doubles down, suggesting such abundance from struggling territory might mean fraud. Our MC's men erupt furiously, defending how hard their lord worked for these. The elders coldly dismiss their effort, hinting plenty of people play similar tricks. They declare they can't just blindly trust everything our MC claims here. Coldly, they conclude they simply won't be buying any runestones today. Our badass MC responds instantly, ordering his men to leave entirely. He declares the Mage Tower has decided against needing any runestones. As they prepare to walk away, panic instantly erupts among the elders. Someone shouts urgently, "Hold on," desperately stopping their departure immediately. They backtrack, suggesting perhaps they should reconsider purchasing these valuable wares. The tower master reluctantly agrees, offering to buy everything, but at a lower price. Our MC calmly corrects him, revealing he completely misunderstands the situation. He orders Kayer to have all wagons back out, except just one. Confused, someone questions this, believing they'd agreed to sell everything today. Our MC plays along, pretending they'd only planned selling one single wagon. Chaos erupts as tower staff demand to know what's actually happening. Our MC calmly apologizes, blaming his men for misunderstanding the sales quantity. He reveals they only needed enough cash to reach their final destination. He reveals casually their final destination is actually the Crimson Mage Tower. Shocked staff repeat nervously, "The Sea Crimson Mage Tower?" Completely panicking now. Someone stammers, backpedaling, claiming it was just a joke to lighten tension. They invite our MC upstairs for a private, more serious discussion. The Tower Master introduces 4 elders, all impressive fifth circle mages. Our MC sarcastically remarks, "No wonder they call you second best regionally." The Master defensively insists Red Flame remains the true best mage tower. A companion worries our MC is provoking these powerful mages unnecessarily. Another reassures confidently, "I'm sure he knows what he's doing. He always does." Annoyed, the Master demands directly how much our MC wants total. Our MC confidently states he can't sell these runestones for much elsewhere. He then declares he'll sell everything for exactly double the market price. The room erupts, someone shouting furiously, "Ridiculous! That's insane!" Someone lectures him harshly, insisting he needs proper negotiation etiquette instead. They accuse him of arrogantly deciding prices without any real bargaining involved. Our MC casually shrugs, saying he just felt double price seemed fair here. Furious elders accuse him of mocking them, looking down on their tower. They threaten him sharply, warning he'd better watch his tongue immediately. Surprisingly, they soften afterward, condescendingly excusing his mistake as youthful inexperience. They offer slightly more than market price, urging him to sell everything. Suddenly, our MC stands up abruptly, shocking everyone present in the room. He states he'll simply head to Crimson Mage Tower instead now. Panicked, they beg him to stay, insisting they never actually refused. Reluctantly, they agree to buy everything at double the market price. Our MC calmly clarifies he'll only sell exactly 1 wagon's worth, though. They protest loudly, demanding he sell everything he originally brought instead. They argue if Red Flame pays double, Crimson would easily pay triple. So why would he sell everything to them at just double now? Shocked, they stammer, "T-triple," completely stunned by his brilliant logic. Furious, they threaten him, refusing to tolerate this continued mockery. Our MC calmly says goodbye, bluffing another dramatic exit immediately. Desperately, they cave completely, shouting, "We'll buy it all at triple the price." Satisfied, our MC praises them sarcastically. "Now we're talking. No wonder you're the best." The Tower Master, defeated, promises to bring the money immediately. Alone afterward, he curses himself for being played like a fiddle. He can't understand why such problems keep happening under his leadership. Another elder vows revenge if this bumpkin tries something similar again. Suddenly, our regressed MC interjects, revealing he hasn't stated all his conditions yet. In a stunning final twist, he demands they hand Vanessa over to him. See you in the part.